Okay, I wanted to do a quick video on barberry that we went foraging for today for the people that weren't able to make it. The reason it's a good time to forage for barberry is because it is easy to find right now. There's not a whole lot else green, as you can see, so they kind of stick out. The wild rose is green. We'll go look at that in just a minute because it's a barberry look-alike. But here is the barberry. Always wear gloves because they have very wicked thorns. I don't know if you can see that thorn there, and they will get you. But as you can see, the leaves are they're oval. They have smooth edges. Let me get my thumb out here. See how tiny the leaves are, and they kind of pile on top of each other. Your stems are very rough, and they've got kind of like rough striations and that great big thorn there. That's another way that you can recognize barberry. The biggest way, if you have a plant that you think might be barberry, just carefully, if you do a little bit of scraping, you can see the yellow, you can see the berberine in it. If you get down in there, you can really see it. The berberine is mostly concentrated in the lower branches and the root. So what you want to do is get you a lopper, lop off all these thorny vines, get them out of the way before you start. And then a pry bar is actually the best way to get the root out of the ground. But you know, let me see if I can get to this one. You can see the yellow. That's the berberine. That's the medicine that we're after. So it's a really great herb. It's can be used in the place of like golden seal or yellow root, mahonia, Oregon graperoot. They're all part of the berberines. Now this is a wild rose, and it's its biggest look-alike. But as you can see, I mean, the leaves are tiny, but they do have little serrated edges on them. And of course, if you scrape it, you don't have the yellow. I don't know if you can tell, that's just kind of green. Let me get past the green. And you'll just have white. So you won't have that yellow. And that's the biggest way. And you also, the stems are a whole lot smoother. They don't have those striations in it. So that is one of the biggest ways. The thorns are not nearly as big. It does have thorns, but they're not nearly as big as the barberry. So that's how you can tell the difference in the barberry and the wild rose. Barberry is a very important herbal antibiotic. In lab studies, it's been effective against gram-positive bacteria especially. So that includes strep and staph and, you know, some of those that bother us, you know, every day, like strep throat or impetigo, staph infected wound and that sort of thing. So you can make a wound wash out of it. You can use it as eardrops. You can make an eye flush or wash out of the tincture. You just put some of that into some water, a few drops. Any kind of stomach infection, in lab studies, barberry mixed with cranesbill has killed 100% of cholera. So, you know, it's very strong against any kind of bacteria in the stomach. My husband has used it for diverticulitis, and he hasn't been to the ER in years. So it's just a really awesome herb. Like I said, it's part of the berberines. The most common are barberry, mahonia, Oregon graperoot, and of course golden seal or yellow root, which has gotten very scarce here in the mountains. So it's a great substitute. I can't tell a whole lot of difference, you know, from using either one. So anyway, I just wanted to show you all the barberry, and hopefully you can go out and find some. Have a great day. Bye-bye.